Good morning, friends, and welcome to the final day of the regular season here in the PSCL as the Colonials and A's are set to square off. Alongside Sam Walters, I'm Steve Granado. Glad you can join us here. And, of course, what would we have here at the top? An all-red matchup. Colonials and A's here for the final game. Here as we have two on the coverage today in the PSCL today. Colonials and A's here in front of us, then Snowbirds and Grizzly at 11:30. Just waiting on our umpires to make their way out of the dugout here as the boys are ready to go. Here's the A's lineup today. Cato Kleiman, Nathan Nacarado, and Ethan Cachetta at the top, followed by Dalton Thomas, Luke Dinos, and Davis Carr. Bottom part goes Robert Van Dorn, Nick Rocha, Austin Reed, and Gabriel DeJesus. They're all facing off with Dylan Foley here today, F-O-L-I. He's on the bump, making his sixth appearance, his second start of the year, and of course will be his last start of the regular season. Excited to be with you here as we wrap up the regular season. Of course, we'll take a look around the scoreboard, or rather the standings here today throughout this contest. The first pitch is going to miss upstairs. We get started today at 9:05 a.m. It's going to be one of the warmest days we have here in Palm Springs this summer. First pitch, 98 degrees. It's slated to get about 20 degrees warmer today as that pitch runs inside, and it's 2-0 on Cato Kleinman, who is still in a rehab appearance down here. 2 balls, no strikes here on Cato, playing in his fourth game with the A's. He'll take a high ball, 3-0. Again, this is Dylan Foley, the right-handed pitcher at 6'2", 225. And that'll be in there for a strike, 3-1. Last time out for Foley was 6 days ago against the Coyotes. He pitched just an inning and got roughed up in it against the Coyotes. So he's looking to bounce back. He'll walk Cato Kleiman to begin the day. It'll put a runner aboard at first for Nathan Nacarado. Sam, why don't you introduce that defense for everybody?
Sure. For the Colonials in the outfield, let's go left to right. Jonas Dias is in left. Philip Guerrero in center today, and Alex Nguyen in right. Third to first on the infield, Burke Steifman at third, Matt Cruz at short. Austin Alvarez covering second today, and Matt Anderson at first. Ben Nagel behind the plate.
Nathan Nacarado now with a runner aboard at first, and the A's an early opportunity here with their ace on the bump. Nick Rowan gets the start for the A's. Pitches upstairs, 1-0. Almost said Oakland.
I mean, they're wearing red.
Yeah, which is exactly their colors.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, did I ever tell you I'm colorblind?
Are you serious?
No.
Oh, 2-0. I was like, you went the whole season?
No, that would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been a big reveal.
Spoiler alert. I'm not.
Is that an anti-spoiler?
Yeah, life spoiler.
There you go. Nathan Nacarado playing in his 10th game. He's 3 for 16. He'll take one for a strike, and it's 2-1. Red tops, white bottoms, red tops, white bottoms. You get the point. And it's slated to get up to 118 today. 3-1. And because of that, we will have one last regular season game tomorrow morning at 8:30 before the playoffs, actually while the playoffs are technically going on. Tomorrow morning, Coyotes and Bombers at 8:30 on the turf field. That ball game is supposed to be played on the turf field today, but again, that would have been an early afternoon matchup for a strike, and it's 3-2. So we shift the schedule around, give the guys at least some reprieve. With that heat waves hitting the Southland throughout California, we will drastically drop over the next week, thankfully. 3-2 is bounced on the right side. Waiting for the hop there is Matt Anderson. He has one play and takes it to the bag himself. So a 3 unassisted ground out moves Kleinman to second. And there's one away here for Ethan Cachetta, who has been hitting in the middle of the lineup lately.
Yeah, we originally saw him in the leadoff spot, but the A's offense has done better. Been able to score more runs with Cachetta in the middle.
Wasn't necessarily a guy that was driving in a ton of runs at the early part of the year. He's now up to 6 RBIs in 14 games. This here is 15. Strike called, 0-1. first pitch strike for Dylan Foley. You always remember your first.
Your first Piragua.
What? 0-1.
Could use one.
Yeah. Ice cold. Upstairs and away, 1-1.
Going back on the weather a little bit, did you see the news, or not the news, but the report out of Death Valley?
Yes, reached 130 yesterday.
1 degree cooler than the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth.
And that was also in Death Valley. Don't go to Death Valley. It is what it says. 1-1 to Cachetta. Strike call 1-2. Going off speed there on the inside edge did Dylan Foley. Yeah, don't go there.
Nope.
There's no need. It's too hot.
Truly.
Remember when I looked it up earlier in the year when we were in that first week and we got up to 122? 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah,
And
there
it's-
was a certain phrase.
Yeah, it said pushes the limits of human something.
Human survival.
Pushes the limits of human survival. 130 degrees does. And they go, you know what, man? I'm out. If it gets 130 in Palm Springs, I'm out. Sorry about it. That's a little too much for me. Coming home. Full count. Not a bad pitch there from Foley.
It's like air fryer hot.
Yeah. Yeah, like 130, I have legitimately seen slow cooking barbecue at that temperature. Actually, that's not
165 is like pork is done.
Yeah.
130 is, I don't know, I guess me.
If that's you, you're dying. That's going to be ball 4 down and away. So 2 walks here in the inning. There's 1 down, first and second for Dalton Thomas. Like slow, I've seen slow roasted pork on like Triple D.
Oh, yeah.
Fieri that they're like, and how are we cooking this? Oh, we're going to cook this for 48 hours at 135. Wow, look at that bark.
We've been here, what, a month now at about 115 constantly?
Yeah, so I'm getting close. Remember Plains Trains Automobiles? Flip me over, I'm done on this side. Dalton Thomas to the plate. First pitch looped into right field. That's going to land and just barely skirt through. No one can move very much. It'll be bases loaded here with a first hit. That ball was not hit hard whatsoever, but Austin Alvarez had to cover second base. Get this, Sam. 56 miles an hour off the bat and a single. Move over, Shohei.
Move it. 116? Nope.
No need it.
Try 60. 60 cooler.
Upstairs with it to Luke Dinos with a big opportunity for the A's. It's 0-1. Takes it inside. Dino's playing in his 14th regular season game. 7 for 28 this year. 3 RBIs. He could do that with 1 swing right here. Down and in, 2-1. 2 walks, a hit here in the inning. We're in the top of the first without a score. Foley trying to work out of it. Bounce ball off of the glove of a leaping Anderson into right field. Scoring is climbing. Here comes Cachetta up to second with a 2 RBI double is Luke Dinos. And it's 2-0 A's. So nothing hit hard whatsoever in this inning, but they don't care.
Yeah, I'll take it. That one just barely skipped off of the glove of Anderson at first, and he's got a lot of height. That had some high bounce on it.
Yeah, that was a hard chop, and of course, when you are when you get a bounce like that, it's hard to time it because of how slow it was hit. It's like a changeup or like a knuckleball. You kind of sit there and wait as long as you can, but it's hard to wait that long.
Yeah, you can hardly hold out hope that if you have to jump for it, it's going to stay up long enough. Or that you're going to stay up long enough.
First pitch to Davis Carr is upstairs and away out of Eastern Oklahoma State. 6'1", 170. Played his college ball with a local product, kid out of Southern Orange County, Blake Klassen. who was number 9 in JUCO this year in home runs hit. He was a former University of Arizona kid. Went and played at Eastern Oklahoma, hit 20 bombs, and said, all right, I'm going to go be a UC Santa Barbara Gaucho and hopefully go back to the College World Series. So he'll be joining that team this coming spring. Look out for him. Kid's got a bat. Davis Carr lines one into left center field. That's going to bring home a pair more and go all the way to the warning track. Think 3, Davis. He's going to hit the corner and turn. He will get into third with a 2 RBI triple, and the A's come out swinging. They lead at 4-0 here in the first.
Well, this is what the A's have been missing, the ability to string together hits. Their on-base percentage has never been bottoms in the league. It's just always been moving guys over, being able to put walks together with singles and get guys around. This is what it should look like. This is how you go into the playoffs.
And you always want to ride hot. Robert Van Doren now will try to keep the merry-go-round going. Still only 1 out, runner at third base, 4 runs home here in the inning on 3 hits. Van Doren takes one up, soft, 1-0. Oh, it's always a benefit, no matter how far into the game you get, to put on the first runs of the day in the first inning when you first come to the plate. Never deny that one. 1-0 to Van Doren on the strike zone, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, the thing that makes the difference in this inning is those 2 walks at the beginning, not only because you drew it to that many pitches at least, but Kleiman went 5, Nacarado went 6 before being retired, and then Cachetta took it to a full count.
Outside for the strike again, 1-2. Yeah, that full count loss to Cachetta, I think that's the one that hurts the most. You get a courtesy runner over at first base. Looks like Ryan Leask, if I'm not mistaken. Will courtesy run for Davis Carr. Infield still back here. 4-0 ball game. We're in the top of 1. Two and 2. Sam, I was thinking about this morning on the way to the ballpark. We rarely have a quote-unquote simple first inning.
No.
Looks like we're not going to have it today here in this one. Give one more chance today. Out of play, still 2 and 2. Don't have inning by inning totals, but I gotta venture a guess it's one of the highest run scoring innings in the PSCL. League wide. Gonna take me a while to do that kind of math. I gotta go through every game.
The match is the highest I remember. That was the Jacks yesterday, putting up 4 in the first.
Trying to make it 5, 2-2. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Dylan Foley. Never came inside to Robert Van Doren. Stayed on the outer part of the plate. That one the most egregious. Nick Rocha now. Four to nothing A's. We're in the top of 1 with 2 outs. Alongside Sam Walters, I'm Steve Granado. Glad you could join us. This one in the air to right field. Alex Nguyen sizes up. And so ends the first. So a strikeout and a fly out to end the frame after a 2-run triple from Davis Carr. The A's get 4 before the Colonials can come to the plate. We'll see if they have an answer in the bottom of the first. A's out to a quick start, leading this thing 4-0 as we send it to the home half of the first. It's Nick Rowan on the hill here today. First pitch lined into center field. Burke Steifman wastes no time trying to get the rally back as he singles into center. Followed by Burke Steifman, it goes Philip Guerrero, Austin Alvarez, and Alex Nguyen. Ben Nagel there in the 5 spot. Matt Anderson and Sam Halling. Bottom part 8 through 10 goes Jonas Dias, Rogelio Vega, and Matt Cruz. Again, all facing off with the ace, Nick Rowan.
I think these guys know that they don't want to go too deep in a count with Nick Rowan.
That's probably a good strategy.
That's really good strikeout stuff.
First pitch misses 1-0. Philip Guerrero batting now. Center fielder, right-handed bat. Two and out. You got to tag Rowan when you get the opportunity.
I believe up to this point still he's only allowed 1 earned run this season.
Incorrect. Here's a ground ball to short. This could be going to be a tough one to turn. Thomas gets the throw over. Rocha bobbled the transfer, so they're going to go ahead and say that Steifman is out on the fielder's choice.
Must have gotten tagged on the turf field without us having.
Yeah, he has given up 4 earned now, 11 total, so 7 unearned runs this year. This is his 5th start. All outings this year have been starts. First pitch is offered at, and Austin Alvarez sends it out of play. Yes, he gave up 3 earned against the Haymakers last time out.
That was 3 days ago.
Yep, I was about to say that, July 7th. He only went 3 innings in that ball game. Gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned, 3 strikeouts, and a walk in his shortest outing of the year, so he's looking for a bounce back. Next one, Alvarez is in for a strike. Runner at first base. It's 4-0 A's as the Colonials bat here in the inning. Runner goes, pitches up and out for a ball. Throw down on its way. Good one. Swim around the tag. Couldn't do it. Nice tag there by Dalton Thomas. And that's the second out.
Yeah, the throw led him to the other side of the bag. Able to reach back across. He had plenty of time to catch Guerrero.
Pitch is a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Austin Alvarez, now batting with the bases clear and 2 outs. Line drive right towards second base, and Nick Rocha pulls it in. So a leadoff single turns into a fielder's choice, turns into a caught stealing, turns into a line out, and we're through 1. The A's hold on to a 4-0 lead. Let's go to the second.
Thank you.
A's trying to add to a 4-run lead already. 4 runs on 3 hits in that first inning. Nick Rocha, Austin Reed, and Gabriel DeJesus be the ones trying to do it. If the boys are moving at a little bit of a slower pace today, understandably so. Again, the weather today will be the near top of what we have seen all summer. It's going to be one of the hottest days of the year.
Already at 100.
It's 9:26 a.m. 1-0. Obviously, we're making sure everybody stays hydrated. Got ice on deck. Everybody's chugging fluids at this point, including ourselves. It was a quick meeting here. Ben Nagel immediately went out to chat. I'm already feeling it, Sam.
Yeah.
Want to know your count here. Make it 2-0, high and tight with it. Dylan Foley back out to the mound. He faced 8 batters in that first inning, walked 2 of them. On the corner for a strike. 2-1.
No.
This is Austin Reed, by the way. I think I said it was Nick Rocha. This is Austin Reed. Line drive into center. That'll be the 4th hit of the day already here for the A's, and their offense is working.
They like it.
Absolutely.
That bench has never been this animated this early in the game.
Yeah, well, to get up early and to be able to get that shutdown frame again with your ace on the bump.
This game is huge for the A's, not only because they're finishing up the regular season trying to do that strong, but a win here today could keep them from having to play tomorrow in the play-in game.
Correct.
A day off would be really nice.
First pitch bunt offered at by Gabriel DeJesus, and it's 0-1. Yeah, that would be massive. You can avoid a play-in game. That's 1 day full of rest. And what tomorrow is supposed to be around 1:15. So if you don't have to play in 1:15, you can hang out in the air conditioning all day, get a full day off, and then get ramped up for Monday. In a 1-game elimination, anything goes. Runner takes off for second. Breaking ball high and away. Throw down on its way from Nagel. Tag is late. And Austin Reed swipes second. Aggressive A's today.
Come on, Austin. Peel off.
That's his first stolen bag in his first try of the year.
Attaway.
Just under the wire.
Reed had a good lead and a good read.
It's going to be a long day, Sam, if you keep doing that. Upstairs and away.
Not longer. I'm not the one that's going to make it that long.
I beg to differ.
You're just feeling the effects of the heat.
You ain't helping. Two and one here on Gabriel DeJesus. Slight choke up for him. He'll take one for a strike at the letters. 2-2. Fifth run stands at second base with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Second strikeout for Dylan Foley today. Back to the top of the order, Cato Kleiman walked to lead off the ballgame. Eventually scored on that Luke Dino's double. win yesterday for the Lumberjacks settled them in at the number 1 seed. So they have locked that up. Blue Sox bring up second at 11-4. Third place right now, the Bombers, 10-5. As this one misses upstairs to Kleiman. Our games we have here today. Blue Sox do take on the Haymakers at 10:15 on the turf field. Right now, North Stars and Chill. North Stars find themselves tied with the Haymakers at 8-7. The Chill are right above them. Balk is called. Austin Reed didn't come set. Or pardon, Austin Reed will go to third as Dylan Foley couldn't come set. A win for the Snowbirds. Even if the A's win, they're facing off with the Grizzly at 11:30 on this field. Would force the A's to play a play-in game tomorrow. So they have partially control of their destiny. If the A's lose here, it doesn't matter. They're playing tomorrow. Swing and a miss here by Cato Kleiman. 2 balls and 1 strike on him. So again, doesn't matter. If the A's win, however, then it's on the Snowbirds' shoulders to win to make them play tomorrow. Infield in here. Sent out to play 2-2. That hit him in the back. So it puts runners on the corners, and it did barely clip the jersey, so Reed has to stay put at third. First hit batter. 1 down for Nacarado. Dylan Foley doesn't look too comfortable right now.
I wouldn't be either. I don't blame him.
Well, I meant physically. The way he just walked back to the mound, it looked like he was kind of belabored about it. Keep an eye on that. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully I'm reading too much into it. Asking him to tuck his jersey in. Reed at third, Kleiman at first. Nacarado grounded out to first base his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. 4-0 A's. We're in the top of the second. First pitch, runner bluffs. Strike called. Don't see that at the professional level much anymore. The bluff to second. It's prevalent prep in college.
It's mainly just the guys that are known base stealing threats.
Yeah.
That'll bluff every once in a while. But even then, still seldom.
I don't know what it really does.
Maybe just throws off the timing of the pitcher if they're watching.
Or maybe you hear runner as he goes. They're not going to throw. Free stolen base for Cato Kleiman. Maybe you're hearing the entire infield go, runner! You know, might spark something out of you. Big chance for Nacarado to bring in another pair here. Infield still in. Outside with it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and two. A lot of sauced up upstairs right now. Dylan Foley isn't necessarily finishing those. A recipe for disaster. Two-two to Nacarado. Up with the slider. Full count. Colonials got an arm right now. It's like Max Mattern, first guy up. See just the way that he's walking off the mound? See his body language? I'm just speculating here. Coming home to Nacarado. Swing and a miss. He expanded the strike zone and bailed him out for his third K of the day. 2 gone.
Timely strikeouts.
Yeah, he's had them. Was able to limit further damage in the first with 1 out and a runner on third. Now he's got second and third with 1 out. That was the second. Brings up Ethan Cachetta. So can he do the same thing that he did in the first inning to end it? Time is called.
Well, this is a situation that'll let you know really quickly if Ethan Cachetta's made for the 3 spot or not. 2 runners on and 2 outs. What can you do?
Takes a strike that he couldn't do much with anyway. 0-1. Cachetta walked and scored in the first. Still 4-0 A's.
Still very much sounds like a Cachetta out of the leadoff spot stat line.
Lifts it to right field, down for a base hit. Both Reed and Kleinman to score, and it's 6-0 A's. The offense is here on a Saturday.
Well, there's your answer. He'll do it for you.
We have not seen this type of offense out of the A's this early. That might be the end of the line here for Dylan Foley. The first time a coach has to come out and chat. Talked about it before, but it doesn't take much to get warm as far as a pitcher is concerned in these conditions. They will not go to the bullpen. Max Mattern will continue to throw on pace with Dylan Foley to stay warm. Home plate umpire Mike Evans has come out voluntarily. That's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder what the chat is about.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. He pointing to his head. Evans did. Home plate umpire. Interesting. Brings up Dalton Thomas with a runner at first and 2 outs. A's back on the board, leading this thing 6-0. Off the plate, 1-0. Dalton Thomas had a single and a run scored back in the first. End of the regular season in these circumstances is so much different than throughout the country and other collegiate leagues. Out of play. Typically, at this point in the year, guys are exhausted. If you're talking last game of the regular season, dudes are done. They pitch a spring, come out, play summer ball, probably have thrown 60 to 70 innings, and are going, all right, man, I need a break. I know the guys want to play some fall ball. Heads up. But here, guys at this point are going 15 innings, 20 innings, and are in theory potentially getting into a groove, especially for guys that didn't play this spring. PSCL has never been formatted this way before. This is a bit of a maiden voyage of sorts. That ball is fouled off here by Dalton Thomas. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With this size, this schedule, and truncated as it is, kind of some guinea pigs out here. But also guys with that shortened schedule are pitching on shorter rest. Full count. So all these things kind of contributing to what is a very different style of summer ball. Not uncommon to play every day in other woodbat collegiate leagues throughout the country. It'd be odd if he didn't play most days a week. Swing and a miss. Went back to the breaking ball and got him to swing at it. 4th strikeout, but 2 more across on the heels of Ethan Cachetta. A 2-run single with 2 outs adds to the lead. We go to the bottom of 2. 6-0 A's. Nick Rowan gave up a single in the first, but did face the minimum in the frame. So 4, 5, and 6 here for the Colonials as they try to power back, trailing 6-0. First pitch to Alex Nguyen is downstairs and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Nguyen, Nagel, and Anderson here in the middle of the order. Call it a strike, even it up 1-1. Small crowd on hand here for a Saturday morning. I think they got the weather notification this morning. Said, you know what? Got YouTube.
Yeah, you do.
Got us. 1-2 now. Pitches upstairs and away. That went up as well. This is not the guy you want to face. Trailing 6.
No, the way he's worked this year, I'm not sure if the last start was. I feel like it probably was the culmination of a lot of things, but just innings pitched.
That'll be his first strikeout. Gotten a win with that one downstairs, and there's 1 away here in the second. Again, guys pitching on a little bit shorter rest, not necessarily 5 or 6 days. Some guys going on 2 or 3. But we have seen other teams handle it differently.
Yeah, he went a complete 7 5 days before that last start versus the Haymakers. Also, you have to consider the Haymakers' offense is very capable.
Ben Nagel, the catcher, takes a strike. Breaking news out of Major League Baseball. Mookie Betts is out of the All-Star game.
Man.
That's DeGrom, Correa, Altuve, Darvish, Trout, and Betts. Down and away, 1-1.
Do you think he would opt out of it if he was starting?
Well, Trout, no. He would be going.
I'm talking Mookie.
Oh, Mookie, yeah. Well, he's injured.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm getting here from the Athletic right now. Pitch is going to miss for a ball. Michael Brantley also not going. DeGrom, Buster Posey. In for a strike. Kevin Gausman of the Giants and Brandon Woodruff of the Brewers won't go because they will be pitching on Sunday. Ryan Presley, who was an all-star from the Astros, is out on paternity leave. Downstairs and away. They added a couple this morning. Tim Anderson was named an all-star. Congratulations to Tim. Love that guy.
Good for baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Joey Wendell from Tampa Bay. Whit Merrifield from Kansas City. Chris Bassett from Oakland were all added. Here's a bouncing ball towards second off of Nagel's bat, handled by Rocha, and there's 2 down.
I'm glad to see Bassett get the look. He's a guy that I've been really, really liking to see. I love seeing him pitch in Oakland. And especially with no Liam Hendricks there now, he is the guy for them.
Additions for the National League now are Yadi Molina, Justin Turner, Walker Buehler, Max Scherzer, Freddie Peralta, and also out of this morning was Taijuan Walker from the Mets. 0-1, Matt Anderson. Man, I wanted Walker in Anaheim so bad. I knew I was right.
He's been really solid.
Yeah.
Just injuries, honestly, for him.
Yeah, that's how it's always been in Seattle. In and tight. 2 outs here. The base is empty. 6-0 A's. We're in the bottom of the second. On the edge for a strike, Matt Anderson. Lanky right-handed bat donning the number 22 out of the University of Richmond. Take it for a ball. Anderson playing in his 8th game this year, just 3 hits in those previous 7. Down and off the plate. Full count.
3 straight batters have taken Rowan to a full count. He's been able to retire him 2 in a row so far.
Payoff. Got him swinging. 2 punch outs in the frame and a 1-2-3 second. Another shutdown inning. We go to the 3rd. Nick Rowan's got to work in today. 6-0 A's. Doesn't even matter. Six nothing A's. Luke Dinos will lead things off after a big two-run double back in the first inning. He faces off with the new pitcher Max Mattern. The right-hander's first deal will be sent out of play 0-1. Final line for Dylan Foley: 2 innings, 6 hits, 6 earned, 2 walks, a hit batter, and 4 strikeouts. A little bit of a mixed bag for Dylan Foley today. He's on the hook for the loss as Max Mattern takes over on the hill, his 7th appearance, 5th out of the bullpen. Dinos, Carr, and Van Doren in the inning. After a pause, the 0-1. Ground ball on the first base side, and that'll be out number 1, 3-1.
Mentioning that 3-1 ground out, we had a defensive swap in that inning. Matt Anderson and Jonas Dias have swapped. So Matt Anderson's now playing left field. Jonas Dias comes around and plays first base. Oh, wow. We have some glorious cloud cover.
Yeah, the cloud just took over the sun, thankfully. Little reprieve here. Davis Carr to the plate. 2-run triple his last time up. 1-0. 4 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second for the A's. They lead at 6-zip. And if they win, it puts the Snowbirds on their heels up against the wall. If the A's somehow surrender the lead and lose, they play tomorrow. Up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. And it's nice to get that sun out of here for a second.
That's just, it always cranks up the heat so much.
Not necessarily the case back home for you.
No, not at all.
Sun is way more brutal in the desert than it is in a swamp, essentially.
Yeah.
2-0. Called strike 2-1. There's got to be science behind that, right?
Well, it's mostly because if you're facing a lot of cloud cover, you don't even really realize it when you're in the south, but just for there being so much more of a chance of precipitation every single day.
You're typically a
so
lot
many more
clouds, yeah, from that system out there. 2-1 on Davis Carr. Mattern comes home. Got a swing and a miss on the outside edge. 2-2.
Get some Doppler radar out here.
I got it. We've talked about it. Max Mattern out of OCC, 6'2", 198. Native of Florida, went to IMG Academy. Oh, the sun's coming back. Don't you dare. Get on out of here.
Sneaky sneak.
Swing and a miss. Wasting no time to get rid of Carr, and there's 2 gone. Well, the Colonials begging for a 1-2-3 inning. Try and just stop this offense. Robert Van Dorn struck out his only time up. He's 0 for 1. DH takes it upstairs, 1-0.
Some action in the A's bullpen. Andrew Shervanian is getting loose.
Pitch is coming home for a strike. 1-1. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Just. That one missed way upstairs. 2-1 here. Robert Van Dorn just trying to continue this inning. We're in the top of the 3rd. Nobody aboard with 2 outs. Ground out and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Rushed a fastball upstairs that time and beat him. Mike Evans is calling for a water drop. Didn't want to miss his chance with the aguayero, if you will. 2-2 here. Pop towards us. The Colonials batting their half of the 3rd. Sam Halling, Jonas Dias, and Rogelio Vega. 7, 8, 9. Still looking to get a couple base runners aboard. Colonials have been stifled a little bit against Nick Rowan. 2-2. Missed downstairs. Full count here. Closing in on 10 a.m. Game 1 of our 2-game PSCL final regular season games. Of course, you do have a power game tonight. Called strike 3 at the knees. Down looking goes Van Dorn. Second strikeout for him. Second strikeout for Max Mattern. And that's a 1-2-3 top of the 3rd. We trade them here over the last 2 halves to the bottom of 3. Still looking up at 6, the Colonials are. That'll be the end of the line for Nick Rowan today. 2 innings of work, a hit, and 2 strikeouts as he gives way to the bullpen. Andrew Shrevanian will inherit a 6-0 advantage as we go to the bottom of the third. Sam Halling, Jonas Dias, and Rogelio Vega due up here in the inning. The left-hander set, and he comes home. First pitch, a strike. Good tail on that one, 0-1. Seen Shervanian plenty. This will be his 6th appearance of the year, but it's the first time he's come out of the bullpen.
I think this is a game where the A's, now that they're ahead especially, are just trying to get a few innings in for the rest of their guys, make sure that their starters are ready to go.
Yeah, well, with no guarantee of being able to play past tomorrow. It's a foul ball by Halling. It's 0-2. So I think they're trying to make sure, hey, let's make sure we get these guys a couple of frames here, just in case that we can't come away with a win tomorrow, potentially, or Monday. You're only guaranteed 1 game after this one. Steps off the rubber.
Yeah, single game elimination playoffs. Win or go home every single day.
A couple of them. 1-2 or 2-2. Lined out to left field and down for a base hit. Luke Dinos watches it drop, and Sam Halling breaks up the 4 in a row, retired with his first hit of the day. 2nd hit for the Colonials, and Jonas Dias now gets an opportunity. New center fielder, by the way, Noah Lane, takes over for Ethan Caschetta.
Bye, Ethan.
Bye, Ethan. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. Right now, if they're getting a little luck on their side, see you Monday.
Yeah. To be determined.
Yeah, TBD. Down and in, 1-0. Jonas Dias, 1 for 13. This is his 10th game. Outside with it. Bluff a throwback to first. Game 2 later at 11:30. Snowbirds Grizzly. Again, that has implications for this one. And then tonight, SoCal Halos and the Palm Springs Power at 7:05. In for a called strike. That's no runs on 2 hits now for the Colonials. 6 runs on 6 hits for the A's. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Well, Jonas Dias had a big at-bat to get that first hit for the Colonials yesterday. Outside of that, they were getting no hit through 4 1/3 by Hunter Holmes.
Full count here.
Credit where credit is due. Rally starter.
First game of the Major League schedule is set to get underway here in just a moment. Rays and Blue Jays are finishing up warm-ups. First pitch at Tropicana Field is here shortly as the Saturday of baseball is about to get underway. Upstairs for ball 4, puts runners on first and second for Rogelio Vega.
Love a good Ray J series.
Well, Sam, 6-0 pad here, but you don't want to let the Colonials do anything.
Shervanian really needs to get out of this inning clean. It would help them a lot if they could know that their A's staff can be trusted. If the offense is going to start clicking, then both sides of the deal need to hold up.
Rogelio Vega, the designated hitter out of the 9 spot. First time up for him today. Right-handed bat, first and second, nobody out. I don't think he's bunting here. I wouldn't. Looks like he's not. Outside, 1-0. When you're looking up at 6, you need more than 2. That's math.
Quick.
Man's not hot. Down and in. They're going to go out and chat with him.
The team goes.
Do you think Mans would be hot here with the jacket on?
Dude.
Would Babe tell him,
Shaq,
take off your jacket?
Shaq would definitely be hot.
Big Shaq?
Yeah. What about Shaq West?
I don't know who that is.
He's a Mo Bamba fame.
Okay. On TNT West? Shaq West.
Well,
Kanye's cousin.
not too far if the Magic ever had a game on TNT.
There you go. Once upon a time. It's a long conversation here. The Andrew Shervanian.
You just made me realize how many levels there are to that.
To what, the bad joke that we just made?
I just
Dare we even call it a joke?
I'm not going to get into it. But
There are most people have no idea what we just said.
Mo Bamba.
How do you like it? How do you like it? Mo. Rogelio Vega back to the plate now. First and second with still nobody out. Pitch is down and in for a strike. 2-1.
Did you just summon Mo Bamba? You spoke his name 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're really in the weeds now. What else is new? 2-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat. Looks like we've got some of the Vega family in attendance today. Holling at second, Dias at first, looking up at 6. We're in the bottom of the third. This is how you start a rally. Swing and a miss. Back pick down to second base. Ball's going to skip into center field. He ain't going nowhere. First strikeout of the day for Andrew Shervanian. Vega goes down swinging. 1 out for Matt Cruz.
Again, just really timely strikeouts on both sides now.
Sure. Matt Cruz, the shortstop, is the last guy that has yet to come to the plate on either side of the field. Patiently waited his turn. It took him an hour and 1 minute to get to the plate. And it goes down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. That's where we're at. Bottom 3, 6-0 A's. 2 on, 1 out. 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Fastball ran away.
Don't run. Stay right here.
5 games left, including tonight for the Palm Springs Power. Tonight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Good fastball for a strike. A little extra mustard on that one.
Had a good pop.
Yeah. Two balls and 2 strikes. Of course, tonight, if you're thinking of making your way out to the ballpark, enjoying a ball game under the misters, half-price bottles of beer for 21 and over here at the ballpark tonight. 7:05 first pitch, gates at 6. Full count here. Matt Cruz thought he had a walk. I saw it. Can't slip past me, Matt. There's a big pitch here for Andrew Shervanian. Difference between 2 outs and the bases loaded with 1. Payoff. Got it to fly into center. Noah Lane is under. And there's 2 gone. No one can advance. Just the second bit of contact we've seen in the inning. Back to the top of the order, it's Burke Steifman.
Did Shervanian think that was his final out?
No, I think he went to back up third.
Oh, okay, good.
He's doing his job.
What a man.
Unlike you.
Oh,
Got him.
I'll see you guys for the top of the 4th.
Yeah, you will. I need a rest.
Maybe then I'll be a real boy. My nose grows every time I call a pitch.
Liar. 1-0. Burke Steifman on the first pitch, singled into center against Nick Rowan. This time he takes a ball down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, second and first. Looking up at 6-0. No one was covering the back. Austin Reed, the first baseman, threw his hands up like, I ain't there. Don't throw.
What are you throwing to?
I ain't holding him, man. What are you doing? 2-0 here. You ready to imagine, Sam, we're 10 days into July? Strike called. I believe they call these the dog days now. Maybe that's after All-Star break. Dog days come a little quicker out here because of the heat. Foul ball off the foot. It's 2-2. These dog days feel definitely more like mid-August.
Also, for posterity's sake, Hunter Graham is running it first.
Thank you. Got a long way to go.
He'll make it home sometime. Weary traveler.
Pace in his bottom of the third is moving slower than a snail. Seems to be about a full minute in between pitches at this point. Wheel, speed, 2 times. Outside with it. That's another full count here for Andrew Shervanian.
Third one of this inning. The other 2 have gone 2-2.
Thus the pace. Payoff. Try it again.
Not to downplay what the Colonials are doing. They can wear down Shervanian here, get a couple of runs in. That bodes well for the rest of this game.
Yeah, makes it a ball game. Second payoff. Ball 4. Inning continues. The bases are loaded now for Philip Guerrero. Hey, one swing. At least trim it. Second walk of the inning.
Yeah, I doubt Philip Guerrero is going to go up there looking for the buzz cut. They can trim it a little bit.
It's a little off the top. Guerrero, fielder's choice last time up, was caught stealing last inning, or 2 innings ago. 1-0.
I don't know. Don't take any haircut advice from me.
I agree. Get a new baseball here. If and when the A's come to bat, Nick Rocha, Austin Reed, Gabriel DeJesus. I'm being coy, obviously.
If it happens sometime.
Well, man, at this pace. Still the bottom of the third.
I feel like Mars minutes.
Are those longer? 2-0.
I think so. And it's hotter. Or maybe I'm thinking of Venus. One of those.
What a tennis player. Two-0 pitch. 3-0. You know that old Campbell's commercial? Christmas commercial? Snowman walks inside and has a bowl of chicken noodle soup, slurps it and melts.
Of course.
It me. 3-0 for a strike, 3-1.
So I make a reference to the Campbell's can rolling commercial.
Yeah, but mine's a classic. Campbell's can rolling one, which also was like a month ago. Not a classic.
That commercial.
That's newer.
You didn't know that Philip Umber threw his perfect game 9 years ago.
Ball 4. It's going to bring home a run. The first one of the ball game for the Colonials. It's a 6-1 contest. Third walk of the inning. This is the downside for the A's moving towards the playoffs. Talked about it at length at this point. Walks. Austin Alvarez a line out to second his last time out. Downstairs 1-0. It's just starting out behind. Almost like clockwork at this point. Okay, get over the Campbell soup commercial, man. Doesn't matter.
It does.
It really doesn't. Strike call, 1-1. Runners right now. Dias at third. Well, pinch runner at third, or courtesy runner at third. Burke Steifman at second. Philip Guerrero at first. There you go, 1-2. Got ahead here. you can limit the damage, then that makes things a little bit easier. It gets you through another frame. And what this ball game is rapidly approaching is the 2-hour mark here in about 45 minutes. Out of play. A belabored third to get one run for the Colonials is a negative. Yes, positive on the scoreboard, but time is money. Time is opportunities here in the PSCL. Ground ball pulled on the right side. It'll be into the mid here of Nick Rocha. And minimum damage here in the frame. Just one run across. They do it on a hit. 3 walks here as we wrap up 3. It's 6-1. Let's go to the 4th.
Quite convincing. Person B. Okay.
One run on 2 hits and no errors for the Colonials. 6 runs on 6 hits and no errors for the A's. We go to the top of the 4th. Nick Rocha faces off with Max Mattern. To take you through the next couple, here's Sam Walters.
Can do, Steve. It'll be Nick Rocha facing off against Mattern. Max Mattern in for the 2nd inning. Right now, the Colonials trying to dig themselves out of a hole they got themselves into early. 4 in the 1st and 2 in the 2nd for the A's lineup. They went quietly in the 3rd versus Mattern. 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. We Rocha, Reed, and DeJesus due up. First pitch from Mattern in there for a strike. Colonials were able to load the bases. They got 1 home on a bases loaded walk. Otherwise, no action there in the bottom of the 3rd. That's been the difference, is being able to string together hits. Breaking ball going in there for a strike to Rocha. Second baseman flew out his first time up. Trying to tack on more. The 0-2. That one killed an ant. A 6-1 lead for the A's. This game has repercussions on their seeding and when and where they play. Oh, I took the hover round upstairs. Despite the heat, guys on both teams stick it out. I've only seen 2 changes. 2-2 for Mattern. A little bit downstairs. Well, this was the difference that Madron was able to take batters to full counts. Robert Van Dorn and Davis Carr drew him to a full count in the 3rd inning. Both of them struck out. Payoff pitch. Skips in. First walk allowed by Max Mattern. Allows Nick Rocha to reach to open the 4th. So here's Austin Reed, the first baseman. He singled his first time up. Stole his first bag of the year. Ended up scoring. First pitch to Austin, in there for a strike. Well, despite that being the first walk for Mattern, he has thrown a first pitch strike to every single batter he's seen. Oh, 1 fouled out of play. Again, both teams in red. Colonials in the field currently. They have the white trim on the back of the jersey and on the sides. A's have the quasi-cursive script in white on the red jersey. Up to bat right now. Rocha at first. No outs on the top of the 4th. 0-2 pitch to Reed. Skips in. One-two pitch. Missed up. Pick back to first. Rocha in there standing. Well, as we get deeper and deeper into the bullpen and the scheduled arms for today for both teams, it's going to be interesting to see how they configure their starting rotations and the bullpen alignments for the playoffs. Max Mattern, a huge part of this Colonials bullpen. 2-2. Reed grounds that past the diving second baseman, Alston Alvarez. First to third goes Nick Rocha. The throw comes in, but it skips in, gets away from Steifman. Austin Reed in there. That'll go as a single and advanced on the throw. Runners at second and third to open up the 4th for the Colonials. Two in scoring position and no outs for Gabriel DeJesus. A good chance here for the A's to get one back, maybe two. Due up after DeJesus at the top of the lineup. Missed downstairs. One 0 count to the 10 spot. Swung through and missed. In there for a strike. You have to forgive us. This is Tanner Salazar. We were given notice before the game that Tanner might not make it in and that Gabriel DeJesus would slot into the 10 spot in the lineup. But it looks like Tanner Salazar is getting his at-bats today. So Tanner Salazar is 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. That's a 1-2 count here in the fourth. Infield drawn in. Missed upstairs. A's have capitalized so far in this game with runners in scoring position. 2 ducks on the pond and a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Max Mattern able to get his 3rd strikeout. Down goes Salazar. Now he faces the top of the lineup. Cato Kleinman on base twice today. Scored twice. First pitch missed outside. Well, this is not only a big at-bat for the A's. Obviously, you would love to tack on runs here. This is a good at-bat for Cato, too. So far in the PSCL action he's seen in his rehab starts, a lot of situations he's taking pitches, getting used to the feel of an at-bat again. I'd like to see him swing away here. With 2 pitches outside, he might not get the chance. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Cato Kleinman. 2 on and 1 out. Sees another one miss. There's some action in the Colonials bullpen. Looks like some warm-up tosses. If anyone starts seriously throwing, we'll get you that name. Bag open at first, but you don't want to put on Kleinman here to load the bases. 3-0 for Mattern. Way outside. Kleinman walks, and that'll load the bags. Infield plays to cut down the lead runner at the plate. Batter up is Nathan Nacarado, 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the second. First pitch from Mattern. Skips in to the plate. Nick Rocha at third, he walked. Austin Reed at second, he singled. Cato Kleinman just got a free pass to load the bags. A 1-0. Missed inside. Well, this is the issue. The longer you stay out there in that heat, especially against batters that are just able to sit in there and watch some miss, 1 walk can easily turn into 2 into 3. Then you have a situation like this. (2-0). That one took an escalator over the backstop. That's going to bring in another run for the A's. It's 7-1. Wild pitch scores Nick Rocha. Austin Reed to third, Cato Kleinman to second, and a 3-0 count to Nathan Nacarado. pitch. Skip in the dirt. He's going to draw a chat. Colonials head coach comes out to talk to Max Mattern. Once again, want to remind you, after this game scheduled at 11:30, we have Grizzly and Snowbirds set to face off. Grizzly and the Snowbirds, another one of the bottom two teams in the league, duking it out. Both of these games will decide seeding and who plays tomorrow in the play-in game between the 12 and 13 seed. We just hit 10:30. So it doesn't look like we'll make it too much further into this game. The bottom of the fifth may be the last. It's 7-1 A's over Colonials. The base is loaded and only one out. They're still chatting on the mound. They're going to let Max Mattern have a couple of warm-ups. Not sure if something is wrong mechanically, but I believe Max might have asked for coach to come out. The longer we go here today, the rougher it's going to get outside. It's currently up to 106. Again, it's scheduled to reach all the way up to 117 today. Well, they've taken a look at Max Mattern and his delivery, and it looks like he's going to be taken out of this game in favor of a new right-hander. So it looks like Danny Gallardo will come in place of Max Mattern. There's 3 on and only 1 out here in the top of the fourth. A's threatening to score more at 7-1. Danny Gallardo is going to come in a tight spot for the Colonials. His base is loaded and only one out in the top of the fourth. A's have already scored one. Max Mattern departs after an inning and a third. He gives up 3 walks and a hit. 1 run is scored so far, but everyone on base is his responsibility. Gallardo now working a new batter. Noah Lane up for the first time after taking over in center field. He takes the ball. Gallardo in there for a strike. Gallardo 5'11", 175 out of Crown College, making his 5th appearance this season for the Colonials. This is his 3rd time in relief. 1-1 record, 8 innings pitched so far. Another one in there for a strike. It's 1-2 to Noah Lane. So far this season, he's given up 11 earned runs in those 8 innings. 8 strikeouts and 9 walks. Trying to keep this one in reaching distance as that one misses. He's up by 6. We're now at 10:36. Again, 11 o'clock is our soft 2-hour window for the first game. Noah misses inside. Noah Lane draws a full count. Nick Rocha already came in to score here in this inning on a wild pitch with the bases loaded. Break even. Able to stay alive, but pops it on the right side. Chasing is Jonas Dias. First baseman can't get to it. Another 3-2 with the bases loaded. That one's grounded down the third baseline just past the diving Burke Steifman. That's going to score 2, and it'll be extra bases for Noah Lane. 2-run double. 9-1 A's. That one grounded decently hard, just made it right past the glove. A big hop right over Burke Steifman's diving glove. Both of those runs are charged to Max Mattern. He's still on the hook. The runner at third is still his. That's Nathan Nacarado. That brings up Dalton Thomas. He's 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first. He watches one miss high. The A's are giving themselves a good chance to miss the play-in game. They only control half their destiny. If the Snowbirds lose, that would guarantee it. In there for a strike. A's currently sitting at 4-10. The Snowbirds at 4-9 and 1 tie. That one's grounded to short. Handled by Matt Cruz. He goes home for a force out. Throw back to first is not going to be in time. They're able to cut down the lead runner. Nacarado is cut down. Heads up play there by Matt Cruz to save a run. 6-2 on the putout. Second out here in the top of the fourth. It's still 9-1 A's, and now runners on first and second for Luke Dinos. Upstairs. Dinos got the scoring started for the A's back in the first, a 2-run double. Played at the first 2 runs. 1-0, hammered into right field on a line. Chasing is Alex DeWin. It gets over his head. Coming around to score is Noah Lane. Digging all the way into third is Dalton Thomas, and in there safely with a slide is Luke Dinos. The ball gets away on the infield. It's going to score another for the A's. It's 11-1. That'll be an RBI double for Luke Dinos. Dalton Thomas comes in to score on a throwing error. I'll go as a E9. Dalton Thomas was for sure going to hold up at third, but the throwing error allows another to score. A's up by 10. First pitch misses to Davis Carr, which actually it'll be a pinch hitter here. Torrin Diffie will bat in place of Davis Carr. Diffie lifts that one. Can of corn on the left side. Chasing is Matt Anderson. He's under it. And that will end the top of the fourth. Actually, I'm incorrect. Marked an error. Marked an error and out instead of an error there on my scorebook. That's the second out. No harm, no foul. Still a runner at second and 2 outs for Robert Van Dorn. He takes the first pitch for a strike. That one slides through the left side, another base hit. Coming around to score is Luke Dinos, but he gets the stop sign halfway around third. Good throw by Matt Anderson, keeps Luke Dinos from scoring. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and roll this inning over. So the runners on first and third in an 11-1 lead. The A's take a 13-1 lead on the rollover. Both runners on base score. And that will end the top of the fourth and close the book on both Max Mattern and Danny Gallardo. Both of the runners on base will end up scoring on unearned runs. Tacks on 2 more. It's 13-1 A's heading to the bottom of the fourth. new arm on the mound for the A's if they've taken a 12-1 lead over the Colonials. Get that name for you in a second. Jersey swapping around, still keeping up. First pitch is swung on and missed by Alex Nguyen. It's 4, 5, and 6 in the order due up for the Colonials. Ball in the dirt, 1-1 count. And then swung on and missed. It's 1-2. So we're at 10:45 currently, a 12-1 lead for the A's. They scored 4 in the first, 2 in the second, skipped in the third, and then 8 runs end up being plated in the fourth. It'll be Ryan Leask on the mound for the A's. He's able to get a strikeout on the first batter he faces. Alex Nguyen goes down swinging. So again, Ryan Leask on the mound for the A's now, trying to finish what they've started. It's 12-1. And they've almost assuredly held up their end of the deal, avoiding a play-in game tomorrow. Now facing Devin Waljakowski, who pinch hits for Benjamin Nagel in the catcher spot, the 5th spot. That one in the dirt. So Ryan Leask out of Mount San Jacinto College, making his 3rd appearance on the mound this season. Swung through by Leask, strike 2. Swung through by Waljakowski, strike 2. So far this season, Leask has gone 2 1/3. He's given up 9 earned runs, mostly due to 7 walks. Waljakowski takes a breaking ball high. Two-two pitch. Waljakowski able to stay alive, fouls it out of play. Just outside. Devin able to draw the count full. Also, Torrin Diffie has remained in the game behind the backstop. Working with Leask, Waljakowski lines that one right off the top of the glove of Dalton Thomas. Thomas had a good beat on that one deep in the hole. It's short, but it tipped just off the top of the webbing. So a single for Waljakowski will bring up Matt Anderson. Anderson 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Solid base knock on a full count pitch there for Devin Waljakowski. He's a big part of this Colonials lineup and rotation. That one in there for a strike to Anderson. Line right back up the middle. It took the feet out from under Ryan Leask. He gathers and throws back to first in time to make the out. What a tough play there by Ryan Leask. He's got right back up to his feet. It looks like caught him maybe in the stomach or in the leg. It's going to draw a chat from Don Beret. But it looks like he's okay. Comebacker right back up to the mound. Leask able to get himself up in time. He's laughing it off. Good for you, Ryan Leask. Big heads up play. He gives a high five to the field umpire, and we're going to keep on rolling. Another pinch hitter here in the inning for the Colonials. Deacon Mailer's going to get an at-bat here. First pitch is in there for a strike to Mailer. So he bats in place of Sam Halling in the extra hitter spot, the 7th spot in the lineup. Walczykowski at second. Pitch from Lease to Mailer. That one lined through the gap in right field. Walczykowski gets the stop sign at third. Solid throw in from Nathan Nacarado keeps him there. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. This is the most formidable the Colonials lineup has looked today. They scored only 1 run so far, and that was on 3 walks and a single back in the 3rd. A bases loaded walk. 2 singles haven't been business here in the 4th. Runner takes off. Big jump. Missed outside, and in there sliding safely is Deacon Mailer. Stolen bag. Looks like Colton Wolfing will get an at-bat here. Pitchers who rake. Swings through that pitch. So this most likely would be the end of the line for this game. Once the bottom of the 4th ends, got to assume with pitchers sitting in the spots for the left fielder, the extra hitter so far, and the catcher in this inning, that this one won't go much further. Wolfing grounds that one to short. Dalton Thomas Fields makes the throw over to first, and that will retire the side here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll see if we play any longer. It looks like that is going to be, it's going to draw a chat between Don Beret and the Colonials. They'll chat it over with Mike Evans behind the plate. It looks like we're going to keep on going. So we'll see if for the top half of the 5th, it's still A's over Colonials, 12-1. Oh my God, dude, this is impossible. How many changes did they make? Win behind the plate. Bert Steifman at first. No idea who's on the mound. Huh? I have no idea. Right. Maybe it's Folks, it looks like we're going to have some fun here and play through the top of the fifth while we still have time. The Colonials have ran out of defensive alignment of guys that I just don't have the ability to name all at one point. I'll give you the ones that I can as we go. But Seidai Yoshida is going to get an at-bat here on the top of the fifth. He bats in place of Nick Rocha. It looks like after the bottom of the fourth, where the Colonials had a couple of pitchers take some hacks, they'll do the same thing for their guys on the A's side and just play through the top of the fifth with this one already out of hand. 12-1 A's. It's 2-1 to Seidai Yoshida, making his first appearance at the plate this season. He's been a lot of fun to watch here in the regular season on the mound. Swings through that one. It's 2-2. Been a lot of fun to watch on the mound. We'll see what he can do at the plate. He's able to take that one, pokes it down the right field line. It's going to make it out of play. So we'll run through some defensive alignments that we know for sure at the moment. Alex Nguyen is catching. Not sure who the pitcher is at the current moment. Some jerseys have been swapped. At first base now, Burke Steifman moves over from third. Brett Pitzer is in to play second base. Philip Guerrero is shifted from center field to shortstop. Lined into center for a base hit. Seidai Yoshida in there with a single. So Avery Pascucci is currently pitching for the Colonials. Avery did not start this game in the outfield or in the lineup for the Colonials, but he comes in on the mound now. That one looks like it ran in and fouled right off the top of the bat. It could have hit him. So Bryce Ramirez, another one on the pitching staff for the A's, is going to come and swing the bat. All right, our trusty field correspondent, Bridget Grau, will come over and help us get through these defensive alignments. We want to get you every one of these guys' names because not everyone gets their shine. A lot of guys in the bullpen, a lot of guys that make starts that we don't get to cover here on the broadcast. So it's Bryce Ramirez facing off against Avery Pascucci again. Alex Nguyen behind the plate, Burke Steifman at first, Brett Pitzer at second, Philip Guerrero at short. The third baseman, we haven't gotten confirmation. Alex Nguyen moves from right field to catcher. Matt Anderson is, I think, the only one who has remained in the game at their given position. That one he went around on Bryce Ramirez.
Who's in the outfield? Right? Malin in center or right?
Bryce takes another one outside.
Alvarez? Austin? Okay. Just gonna do the right field of this. Take a look at Austin.
Bryce swings through that one. He's going to go down swinging against Avery Pascucci. So again, the guys just having fun right now. It's 12-1 A's over Colonials. This one might as well be done, but we'll just play through here while we have time. Approaching the 2-hour soft window. Let some pitchers get some at-bats. This will be Andrew Shervanian. So some more changes for you. Austin Alvarez has shifted from second to third. Matt Anderson, as we said, has remained in left field. Good for you, Matt. Looks like Deacon Mailer is playing center field. They had the hit and run on. Seidai tried to take off, but Shervanian spoiled a pitch. Okay. We've finally gotten some confirmation on every fielder out there for the Colonials. Final name you're waiting on, the new right fielder, is Colton Wolfing. So again, this game has already been put away by the A's. They lead by 11. Shervanian hanging in there with the 2-strike count to Avery Pascucci, from Avery Pascucci. This last day of the regular season, A's and the Colonials, both of these teams, this game might as well have been wrapped up. It's 12-1. But the pitchers, we don't take much BP on the field out here, so now the guys are going to get their due time here in the top of the 5th. 2 strikes to Andrew Shervanian. Misses up high. I've just been hand-delivered a breakfast burrito. Things are going well right now. Seidai Yoshida at first. Pitch to Shervanian, swung on and missed. Avery Pascucci sits down as second of the day. This feels like field day, like the last day of school. Everyone just kind of gets to go out and do whatever you want, which in this case is very fun. Sometimes we play unlimited substitutions with no repercussions or no stat lines involved. This is just for fun. Riding out the full 2 hours. Nick Rohan, which this seems a bit unfair. He started this game as the pitcher for the A's, but he also is a position player. Plays the infield for the A's. So he's going to get an at-bat here on the top of the 5th in place of Cato Kleinman. A solid 2 innings today for Nick Rohan. Went 2 full, gave up 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and no runs. Well, this is all pride for Avery Pascucci. If you can get it past Nick Rohan here, you just struck him out as a position player. Foul back to the screen. Want to see Seidai take off again here. Showed off the speed, but got brought back on a hit and run. Fouled out of play. You know, they typically try to enlighten us on substitutions and things of that nature, but the top of the 5th is turned completely on its head. We're just having fun. The 0-2 to Nick Rohan upstairs. Another one put out of play by Rowan. So while we have this going, we're going to go ahead and total up the final scores of this game. These at-bats won't count. The Colonials in the bottom of the 4th basically said, we're going to put some pitchers up to finish this one out, get them some at-bats. If you guys want to play until 11:05. That one lined into the opposite field, right into the glove of Colton Wolfing. And that, I believe, is going to end this one. Well, it's 11:05. We've reached our 2-hour limit. It's 12-1 A's. We've already had 2 innings. They're going to call it there. Yep. Just saw a fist bump from the head coaches. We're going to go ahead and call this one. So once again, the A's take it 12-1 over the Colonials. The A's have secured their half of the deal, trying to avoid the play-in game tomorrow, one less elimination game to think about, and one more day of rest for all of the staff. The A's move up to 5-10 in the standings. Colonials fall to 4-10-1. Depending on how the Snowbirds and Grizzly game goes right after this, scheduled for 11:30, we'll see how the play-in game for tomorrow morning shakes out. That will be played here at Palm Springs Stadium. First pitch scheduled at 9:05, and we'll have the broadcast for you here on YouTube. Winning pitcher in this one for the A's is going to be Nick Rohan. As I mentioned already, 2 innings of solid work, 2 strikeouts, no runs given up. Losing pitcher for the Colonials will be Dylan Foley. He started, gave up 6 runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. One more time. A's over Colonials, 12-1. We ended this one on a high note, a fun note. We're going to end up moving on to the Grizzly and Snowbirds here in about 30 minutes. For my partner, Steve Granado, Sam Walters signing off. If this is the last time you tune into a regular season game, a regular season broadcast here on YouTube, we thank you for tuning in. We thank you for being with us and sticking with us the whole season. One last time, 12-1 A's over Colonials. Have a good rest of your Saturday.